This Zodiac killer terrorized Northern California with his cold-blooded crime and cryptic taunting letters.
We think that it appears to us that he is killing just for the thrill.
For the next 3 weeks, the investigation goes nowhere. Then the killer does something really odd. He reaches out to the media.
3 Bay Area newspapers received 3 virtually identical handwritten letters.
He wrote to the Vallejo Times, he wrote to the San Francisco Examiner, and he wrote to the Chronicle. As a political cartoonist, I was 20 feet away when the letters came in. We're across the hall.
These letters were so specific. They really went into detail about the victims and their appearances and the number of shots. It couldn't have been anyone other than the culprit.
These 3 letters were accompanied by a section of a cipher, a coded message. The letter claimed that the ciphered message would reveal the killer's identity.
And even today, his identity remains a mystery. But can new DNA techniques finally unmask the killer? HLN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson is here with that. I mean, Joey, this guy nearly taunted police. I mean, could they really learn who this guy is?
Hey, you know, Lynn, I certainly hope so. And, the episode is really compelling. Donnie Wahlberg does it again with this very scary people. The whole thing focuses on the taunting and just the hubris and the lack of humanity of this person. And we know that no one has been able to catch him, right? Despite sending postcards and letters and even making claims, police believe, for things he did not do. And that was just to stroke further fear into the neighborhoods and into the community about what he was doing. But what do we know, Lynn? The Golden State Killer was just captured decades later based upon DNA. We live in a day and age where, based upon that DNA, I do believe he'll be captured too. So you could confound detectives, but for so long, I think the end may draw near for this killer.
And how these kinds of series help with that. I mean, it's getting some of the information out there. What will people learn that they may not have known before?
Yeah, that's so true. I think what these series do is they really highlight it. And so those who really are focused and want to know what was going on in the 60s and the 70s, it'll focus upon his activities and what specifically he was doing and who he was terrorizing and what claims that he was making and ultimately what his motivations may or may not have been, what detectives looked for, what detectives are evaluating, and what they plan to do in the future, DNA, in order to bring him to justice. Don't miss it.
You don't want to miss it. Joey Jackson, thank you so much. The brand new episode of Very Scary People this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, right here on HLN.